Imagine being uprooted from your homeland, leaving behind the memories, your culture, and the very essence of your identity. Aerial views of the emerald waters and scattered islands set the stage for a story that is both heart-wrenching and steeped in history. This is the tale of the Chagos Islands, where a fight for justice and heritage began amidst the sweeping tides of colonial ambition. Our journey starts in a time when the vibrant communities of the Chagos Archipelago thrived amidst nature's splendor. Archival images reveal bustling island life, families gathered under the tropical sky, and a culture rich with tradition. Yet beneath these vivid portraits lay a turbulent narrative, a narrative shaped by the insatiable interests of empires. In the mid-20th century, the United Kingdom, entangled in the complexities of colonial control, orchestrated the forced removal of between 1,500 and 2,000 Chagossians. This exodus paved the way for the establishment of a US military base on Diego Garcia. Historical records show how the British government detached the islands from Mauritius in 1965, a decision that set off a chain reaction of dislocation and loss. Animations of timelines and maps give life to these moments of political maneuvering, underscoring the magnitude of decisions that ripped families apart. Personal accounts echo through time. One displaced islander once recalled, "We were told to leave everything behind. We weren't allowed to take our dogs. We were only allowed one suitcase per person, which we filled with everything that meant the most to us." These memories remind us that the uprooting was not merely geographic, but deeply human. As the decades unfolded, legal and political tensions emerged with relentless persistence. Footage from United Nations debates and International Court of Justice meetings detail the global contention surrounding the fate of the Chagos Islands. In 2019, the International Court of Justice found that the separation of Chagos from Mauritius during decolonization was unlawful, and that the UK must cease its administration promptly. Here, the struggle takes on a legal dimension, where international law stands as a bulwark against colonial legacies. Human rights advocates argue that the forced displacement represents a grave injustice. In powerful terms, organizations like Human Rights Watch have described these acts as crimes against humanity, emphasizing the profound moral wrong that continues to reverberate through time. Shifting focus to the personal, we now follow the lives of those who have been left in exile. Interviews and reenactments reveal the daily realities and emotional toll of living as displaced people. Many Chagossians find themselves scattered across the UK, Mauritius, and Seychelles, forever haunted by the absence of the land that cradled their heritage. They face the bitter irony of being caught between worlds, stateless and disconnected from their roots, their cultural identity eroded by prolonged separation. Stories surface of individuals like Bernadette Dugas, whose words capture the despair of countless others as they confront a future where the promise of return seems ever elusive. This is a community living with loss, yet also with an enduring hope that justice may one day reign. In recent times, significant diplomatic developments have revived the conversation. On May 22, 2025, an agreement was reached to transfer the sovereignty of most of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius, a move emblematic of a long-sought recognition of historical grievances. However, the contentious status of Diego Garcia, a strategic asset for military interests, remains unresolved, a stark reminder that the interplay of politics and human rights is far from simple. This legal resolution raises urgent questions. Can a past marked by forced exile and fractured identities be reconciled with a future of rightful sovereignty and peace? As we conclude, the echoes of the past continue to reverberate, urging us to reflect on the lives affected by political machinations and colonial ambitions. The struggle for justice in the Chagos Islands is not merely a historical episode, but a living challenge to reassert the rights and dignity of an indigenous people. When history is erased, who fights to restore the truth? The story of Chagos is still being written. Join us in supporting the search for justice and truth. For every voice that has been silenced deserves to be heard.